Yeah, it's a Nissan Titan.
Tell me what's going on, please.
So it keeps on being drained. We've determined it's not the radio system. We think our next thing is going to be the ground wires. We don't know where the ground wires would be.
Well, a ground wire itself is supposed to be grounded, right? So if it's grounded, that in itself isn't going to cause the battery to drain. So
Keep on blowing fuses and...
what fuse do you keep blowing?
Don't know. Are you able to FaceTime?
No. Well, I can, but it's extra.
Oh,
So, but hang on, let's go back to these fuses. Tell me about these fuses. So are we just not sure which fuse keeps blowing? Is that right?
yeah, we're not sure which one's blowing. Is there a way to tell if they've been blown?
Is there a way to tell if the fuse is blown?
A way to... because I don't know which one to... I'm looking at the fuse box, but I can't find which one, because I've never looked at it before. That's my dilemma.
So you need to study the fuse box. Well, you can certainly work on that, my friend, but the fuses should be labeled. If you look on the inside of the fuse box, everything should be clearly labeled, either numbered or labeled.
It's numbered.
So what number fuse is blowing?
There's so many numbered, I don't know which one is... Oh, it's the yellow one, which would be 02, below 02. So I don't know which number that would be.
What does it say label on the cover?
Yellow. It would be yellow, I think. Or it's right next to, right below the yellow, and and it's right beside a blue one.
Do you know what it powers up?
No. I'm assuming my stereo system, because before we cut the wire to my stereo system to narrow that out.
Do you have an aftermarket radio? Do you have an aftermarket radio installed?
Aftermarket.
Did you say you disconnected the radio?
Yeah, we disconnected it, and it's still having that issue, so...
So it's still blowing the fuse, or the battery's draining, or both?
I'm thinking it's the fuse, or whatever the fuse is, because it wasn't the radio system, because it's still draining.
Well, there's something called the battery, or a battery draw test. And what you do is you basically disconnect the negative cable from the battery, and then you install either a meter, and you measure the current being pulled from the battery, or you can use a test light. And what you do is you monitor, you measure the current from the battery, and then what you do is you pull one fuse at a time. And then when the current stops and there's no longer a battery draw, the last fuse that you just pulled, that's the circuit the draw is on. And then what we do is we pull a wiring diagram for that particular circuit, and then we disconnect one component on that circuit at a time, and then we replace the one that's causing the battery to draw or drain.
Oh. So basically, there's no easy way of just placing the what's it called, ground wires. No. Do I have to pay extra to call you back, or once we do that?
Well, I don't do anything with the billing, but what you can do is you can run this battery draw test, and then you can reply back in the chat, and any time we can pick up where we left off.
All right, we'll do that. It might be a few days before we do that.
That's fine. I tell you what, I'm going to send you a detailed reply talking about this battery draw test, and you can follow it.
That'll be great. And tell us the tools we need, and we'll get that.
Let me go ahead and send it over, and if you have any questions, just reply online.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, you bet. You're welcome. Good luck, all right?
You too.
Bye.